Leaders are nothing without followers. When decision-making, both leaders and followers in a group should try to adhere to the following guidelines. They should not avoid airing their reservations and anxieties. When asked for a point of view, they should give it, regardless of whether it is different from that of others. Opinions should be given without emotion. Individuals should avoid swearing and being abusive. If a danger is known, this should be expressed. It will not help you in a crash to know that you were correct. An old Chinese proverb is appropriate. Tell me, and I'll forget. Show me, and I may remember. Involve me, and I'll understand. We saw earlier that the interactive styles of individuals in a group can be categorized as goal-directed, G, or person-directed, P. In 1964, Robert Blake and Jane Mouton set out in their book The Managerial Grid, The Key to Leadership Excellence, a way of describing leadership style based upon the GP model. It follows the concept that leaders vary from 1 to 9 in their concern for people and their concern for getting things done. By using a grid, a person's leadership style falls into one of 5 categories, namely authoritarian, where the goal is everything and the people are of little concern. This scores 9 on the horizontal axis and 1 on the vertical axis, similar to G plus P minus. Country club style, which scores 1 and 9, similar to G minus P plus. Impoverished style, which scores 1 and 1, similar to G minus P minus. Middle of the road, or organisation man style, this is the person who likes the status quo. He scores 5 and 5. There is no equivalent PG description. Team management style. In this case, the leader manages to combine a concern for the goal and concern for the people in the team. His score is 9 and 9, similar to G plus, P plus. Individuals are asked to score from 1 to 9 a series of statements about goals, such as, nothing is more important than accomplishing a goal. Then they are asked to score a series of statements about people, such as, I honour other people's boundaries. By plotting a line for the G score, for example 6, against a line for the P score, for example 6, the individual's leadership type is found. A team management style of 9G, 9P is the ideal style, similar to the G plus, P plus interactive style of the ideal pilot. One member of the cockpit crew will usually be senior to the other, and he will therefore have greater authority. This is called the authority gradient. The captain's task is to achieve a compromise which maintains the authority gradient without losing the support of the crew members. If we apply the analysis of leadership and interactive styles to the cockpit, it is considered that there are 3 styles of cockpit environment: the autocratic cockpit, the laissez-faire cockpit, and the synergistic cockpit. In the autocratic cockpit, the captain's interactive style is authoritarian. Here are some of his less attractive characteristics. He decides and imposes his decisions without consultation. He takes no account of others' opinions. He rarely delegates. He makes general comments which teach nothing. He is isolated from the rest of the crew. He considers forcefully made suggestions as criticism. And he encourages a tense, non-communicative cockpit. By the very nature of the way that the cockpit is run, the authoritarian captain is normally overloaded in the event of a problem, and may even hide an inherent weakness or lack of experience by his gruff behaviour. Faced with such a captain, crews tend to react in a stereotype manner. If there is more than one co-pilot, or if there is a double crew, they are more likely to talk to each other than talk to the authoritarian captain. There is greater danger in a two-man crew, as the co-pilot has to deal with the authoritarian captain alone. He may remain quiet, hoping for the flight to end. He may confront the captain or be aggressive to a member of the cabin crew. Worst of all, the co-pilot may become resentful, introspective, and lose his focus or situational awareness. Despite all the unpleasantness of an authoritarian captain, his style may well be appropriate in an emergency when he gives clear orders and requires immediate responses. In the laissez-faire cockpit, the captain's interactive style is very relaxed. Here are some typical characteristics. He remains passive. He allows others to make decisions. He makes few suggestions. He makes neither negative nor positive judgment. He encourages a relaxed cockpit with non-aviation conversations. He aims to please the crew. In other words, he is a P+ leader with a country club style. This may sound very pleasant, but it is the most dangerous style of cockpit because there will be little authority. Indeed, the authority gradient is flat. There is little synergy, and there is a tendency not to keep each other informed. Finally, we have the ideal, the synergistic cockpit. The authority gradient exists, but the other members of the crew are involved in decision-making and tasks. The crew's interactive style can be called P+, G+, and the cockpit management would score 9 and 9 on the Blake-Mouton grid for being team management. Use the mouse to scroll through the attributes of the captain in a synergistic cockpit. This brings us to the end of the lesson on individual differences and interpersonal relationships. But the theme is continued in the next lesson on communication and cooperation.